Good morning, and this is Mainly Travels. I am at home. I am DoorDashing from my own house. I'll explain later. I was strategizing all these different ways of making money, wasn't working. I'll explain it later. First, I'm going to share a story. Just happened to me. I like to not I won't call it complain, but share stories, life experiences. So today's life experience is with out-of-staters, or flatlanders as we like to call them in Maine. Anyone who is not from the state. That could be someone who's not born in this state and then comes to vacation, which is the most common. Or it could be someone in this case who is born in this state, moved away, and has been gone for an extended period of time. So they don't know all the things that have changed, or they don't know the rules that have changed. So this is what happened. So I was going for a pickup, went to go in, it was McDonald's in Waterville, which isn't, it's right down the road from my house, and I'll explain later why I'm at my house right now. I go to take a left, and at one point it was a one-way. It is currently kind of debatable if it's one or two ways. It's changed multiple times over the years. I think it's been 5 years. In 5 years, it's changed multiple times. Anyway, the police, I know for sure, the Water Police Department, aren't going to pull somebody over and give them a ticket for going in that way. Because if they gave them a ticket, it could be fought in court and they would lose because it's changed so many times. Anyway, I go to take a left turn. This other car, instead of getting off to the left or the right side, goes smack dab in the center of the entrance with no blinker, nothing. There's no blinker. Someone not using their blinker annoys me. So this car pulls out dead center, which to me is just rude because you either pick the left or the right, no matter if it's a one way or not, and then just stops. There's a whole pause in traffic. So I cannot turn left, and they can go whatever way they want. They just are choosing not to. And the passenger looks at me directly and starts to argue this non-verbal argument, or they're arguing, and hands are going like this, and motioning for a one way, and I'm like, I don't know why they're arguing or trying to argue with me. It's just funny to me. So I go on and I go in the other way. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. No sweat off, nothing to me. I pull in, park, get out. They follow me, and I get inside, and it's this older couple in because I spent a lot of time in Michigan. Older people are called Q-tips in Michigan. I would describe them as Q-tips. So they follow me in, and they start this discussion about proper road procedures. And I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to get the order and leave. And I asked them politely, kind of being sarcastic, where are you from? And they're like, oh, we're from Waterville. And I was like, yeah, I explained to them that it's the entrance and exit has been changed multiple times, and the police aren't going to pull you over for it. And they explained that this is their first time back in the state in over 20 years. So my suggestion to people that are not Mainers, or from another state and go to another state, or go to another state, is don't try to correct an in-stater on how what their rules are. So yesterday I dashed for about an hour and a half in Waterville, didn't get anything. So my strategy starting as a DoorDasher, as a driver, food delivery guy, delivery person, is I wanted to make money, and I liked it because you can figure out how to make money, how easy ways to make money. Maine is a very small community. Mainers live in small social circles. We don't trust anybody. Nobody. If you're an outsider, nope, not at all. If you're a flatlander, definitely don't trust you. Mindset. Portland's a big city, and even then it's not a big city comparatively to what I've seen in other places. Waterville, where I live, is a big town. Like it's it's not it's big, it's not big at all. It really isn't if you think about it. But there's multiple businesses and multiple restaurants, which is important. So I had multiple theories, and I tried to make a video about one, and it didn't work at all. And I'm sitting on a hotspot, so we'll see how that goes. This is the closest I've come to an actual hotspot, like being on a hotspot. And I will see. I'm testing a theory out. I learned from Waterville. So I was sitting there watching this car just parked on this hotspot, just in like park, like not even like parked, but like it was just weird. Anyway, like all of a sudden it was a van. The van gets up and just goes, like streams, like goes. So I'm pretty sure it was a DoorDash driver. And then I was like, okay, that my turn. Maybe I can get in that spot and see how it goes. As soon as I had that spot, another car pulled right up in there. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, I see how this goes. I in the video I went to Augusta and DoorDash, which I had been making, I'd say at max $60. There was days I was only making $20 in Augusta, which is gas money, which is me driving in the morning from Waterville to Augusta and not making a whole bunch of money, not making my money back. So it's like, what do I do? Like, this is dumb. Like, even in Waterville, which, I'd go to the hot spots and I'd sit there and get maybe 2 calls, 3 calls. On Super Bowl Sunday, I don't think I had 1 call, or maybe I had 2 calls. I forgot. But like, it wasn't worth my time. So the hot spots weren't doing it for me, is what I'm getting at. So I had to come up with a different strategy, a different theory to start making money. And I realized I was sitting in my house, and I had gotten 3 calls. When I was thinking this through, because I was doing my homework, I had gotten 3 calls in an hour. And like, I realized my house is in the center of Waterville, surrounded by restaurants and businesses and stuff like that. And it's not in the center, but it is in the middle of all these restaurants, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, the fast food restaurants, and then there's a couple restaurants that are open 24/7, Applebee's, Subway, there's a whole bunch of stores, and my house is in the middle of it. So my house is a hot spot, which is cool because I can sit here, do my homework, or do what I need to do, or play with my kids, or do housework, get a call, and be, I'm less than 5 minutes out to the restaurant. What I also realized, I already knew this, is Maine, you have the congested parts, like Waterville, everything's in one area. Then there's houses outside of that area. And there's lots of states like that, but they're far out. And I remember as a child, like I always get those. I always get, like, if it's $6 or less, I'll still drive out there. Because I remember as a kid, or when I was in college in my 20s, thinking, man, it'd be nice if someone delivered to me out in the boondocks where I am right now. Someone brought food to me, so I didn't have to drive, or I didn't have to walk, or I didn't have to have someone, catch a ride with somebody. So this DoorDash in Maine is amazing. Like, it's a good thing that it's coming, and other delivery services or subcontracting delivery services are a good thing in Maine. It's a good way to make money. So yeah, I worked a snowstorm. We had a huge snowstorm, and I made a bunch of money. And in one weekend, it was like the snowstorm and then the weekend, and I'll show you, I made over around $200, and that's working a couple hours a day. I think for 3 or 4 days. I think it was February 6th through February 9th. So that's 3 days. That's 3 days. That's $200 something. And that's way more than I made before that. So, and So yeah, snowstorms, and it's picking up. It's DoorDash is picking up in Maine, especially in the Waterville area. Waterville, like I said, has two colleges, three colleges. If you count the college I'm going to, which is KVCC, it's a community college, but it doesn't have dorms. And there's a whole bunch of businesses. Colby College. I've definitely done a lot of gotten a lot of orders out of Colby College. It's fun. Like it's fun to do, and it's fun to do from home. So that is my strategy: is to say screw the hotspots. I have my own hotspot right here. I might go to Bangor. Bangor's looks always looks hot on the map, but what I realized, it's not like, because I'd go to Augusta when it was like when it had a lot of activity, and I would get one or two calls, which I'm not going to drive all the way to Bangor to get like one or two calls. Bangor is an hour and something away. I'm not driving that far to get one or two calls. I'll do that. Like, if I go to Bangor for to make a video about history or something, I might DoorDash just to see what I get. But I'm not going to drive all the way there just for like two or three calls. So my plan is to stay in Waterville. Because I just recently got another job in Waterville also, and make, this is my spare money job. It turned into my spare money job. So we'll see how this goes. Mainly travels out. So what I'm showing you now is my statistics of over the past week that I've made. And what I'm showing you is, first, when I said, I'm just going to stick in Waterville and I'm going to stay at my house, the days that you'll see it's the days that I've made money, the most money, versus going out to hotspots. And it's like, there's shifts that I just picked up, like on the second, was like, hey man, yeah, I'll do this. Or minutes before, yeah, I'll do this. I'm not doing anything right now, so I'll pick it up. And that's all it was, really, is like just staying at my house and be like, oh, okay, I'll take this call. Okay, I'll take that call. Or get back. And one day, the day that I made like 60 something dollars, it was one right after another. I would get to my door, like about to go sit down, and get another call. And it was only a couple hours. It was a good time. It was a good time. I made a lot of money, and I think it was a 60 something dollar day. And the day before that was like a $50 day. And that was during the storm. So like it was good times. So storm weekends is when I make my money.